Welcome to Chester Pride. We're TJ and Wes from Chester Pridecast, and we've got today's very special episode.
Yes, a very special episode here at Pride. You can see all the people behind us now.
Everyone's starting to flood in now.
Luckily for us, we're up high, away from it all.
On our little perch, our little platform.
I don't know about you, but I'm knackered after that parade.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's so warm today and I've got this huge jacket on.
But I don't know why you're wearing such a thick jacket.
Honestly, I thought it was going to be raining today and I've come out and now I'm absolutely
All the forecast was 22 degrees,
No,
a bit windy.
When I looked earlier this week, it said it was going to rain, it was going to be cloudy, so I was like, right,
I mean,
I'm going to
yeah,
wrap up warm.
it's a bit cloudy, but
And
I mean, I've already had an outfit change
you
already.
have, I was going to say you changed. I
had dungarees on
this.
before, so I'm in a bit of a suave.
I love, and the glasses as well.
Yes, I'm manifesting the weather.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But we're going to be making some really interesting interviews later, aren't we?
Yeah, so we're going to be interviewing some of the sponsors of Chester Pride, some of the partners, very crucial to Chester Pride and just the running of the event.
Yeah, I have no idea who it is we're speaking to be honest.
I've got it all sorted out. We've
at
got
least
lots
you do.
going on, yeah. So we'll also be interviewing some of the acts, a couple of drag queens. We'll be interviewing you here at Pride.
Yes.
We'll pull you up on our little perch.
Asking you all the important questions.
Like, how much are poppers these days?
That's the question everyone needs the answer to.
Well,
really.
that's it.
And, if you
And
start-
where are they?
where are they? I need some now. We've not
Basically.
even mentioned what we're on board.
So yes, we're actually on board the Stena line.
The Stena line.
It's gonna be a
Enjoying the
good day.
view, I think. Enjoying the view.
Enjoying the view.
Yeah. So the parade has just finished. So I am excited about what's
It was
coming up.
very long parade.
It
to be
felt
fair.
like a long parade. I got the opportunity to speak to some amazing people, though. Got some great questions and answers. And also, we're going to try and sneak into, if we can, maybe the Glitter Lounge
Ooh.
before it opens. Maybe try
We're
and
going
see-
backstage.
I think we should. I think we're allowed to. I think we can sneak in.
We can
there.
get anywhere. We've
Yeah,
got all access all areas.
We've got access to all areas past. So we're going to come around. We're going to speak to a bunch more people and just basically see what everybody thinks about Pride.
Love it.
So I'm here with
Claire Binns.
Claire Binns from Sykes Cottages.
That's right.
And what does Pride mean to you?
It's all about showing that everyone's welcome, really.
Yeah.
And at Sykes Holiday Cottages, we're the sustainability partner for Chester Pride this year. And we're really proud to be able to do that and to be a proud ally with the community.
Amazing. And in 3 words, describe Pride.
Fun, exciting, really important.
Thank you so much. Lovely to meet you. So, hi, I'm here with.
Laura Spence Aesthetics and Beauty.
Okay, and what's brought you to Pride?
So we're supporting all the local businesses, we're supporting Chester Pride, we're a local business, we like supporting everyone. We've got multiple load of treatments for everyone to come in and we just want to be all inclusive and give back to the community.
That's so amazing. And in 3 words, describe Pride for me.
Amazing, inclusive and fun.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Very welcome.
So, hi, ladies. What are your names?
Leanne, Sean,
And in 3 words, describe Pride.
fun, energetic, electric.
Oh, why have you guys come here today then?
For those reasons, celebrating love, you know, and just having an amazing atmosphere and time today.
And what are both your celebrity crushes?
Oh, I can't think on the spot. Gareth Gates.
Good answer. Good answer. So, what's your name?
My name's Gareth.
Right, Gareth, I've got to ask, where is this outfit from?
I got it off the internet. I wear it for every Pride. I'm from Liverpool and they call me Mr. Pride. That's what the echo.
Mr. Pride, Mr. Pride. Well, you're definitely representing.
you.
And in quick 3 words,
Yeah.
what does Pride mean to you?
It means about the acceptance. Also, acceptance. I can't think. I'm just having such a good time. Chester Pride is my favourite Pride event ever.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Lovely to meet you, Gareth. Hi, so I'm here with one of the main sponsors of Chester Pride, which is Bank of America. What's your name?
Ian Rees.
Ian, what does Pride mean to you? Why is it so important?
It just means inclusivity. It's about making sure there's no discrimination and everybody has support for everybody for who they are. Simple as that.
Amazing. And also, where did you get your clothes from?
I think it was just in my wardrobe.
Oh, this is just your everyday outfit.
My weekend wear.
Right. Thank you so much, Ian. Lovely to meet you. Hi, so I'm here with
Mark,
Mark. Nice to meet you. Just a quick question. When did you come out?
it must have been late teens.
In late teens, yeah? And was it a difficult thing for you?
No, my parents were very, very accepting.
That's amazing to hear. And also, well, who's your celebrity crush?
I'm old, so it was Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costa. Amazing. Thank you so much. So I'm here with...
Sharon,
What are you representing today with your banner?
just that the world needs to be kinder
The world needs to be kinder.
to everyone. Everyone's the same. We're all born into this world the same. So people just need to be a little bit more kind.
So is that what pride means to you?
Of course, yeah.
And also, who's your celebrity crush?
Fleur East.
Fleur East. I love it so much. Thank you so much. Hi, so I'm here with
Naomi.
Naomi. Nice to meet you. Is this your first pride or have you been to other ones?
No, I've been to once, Manchester, Bevy, where I'm from.
And how many times have you been to Chester Pride?
First time.
This is your first time here?
We didn't even know it was on. We just come to Chester for the weekend as well. And then we're like, oh, Pride's on, so yeah.
So you're just here enjoying the day, yeah? And in 3 words, describe pride.
Colourful, fun, energetic.
Amazing. Lovely to meet you, Naomi. Thanks so much. Hi, so I'm here with...
Craig,
And also, who's this little one?
Echo.
Echo, you're so cute. In 3 words, what does pride mean to you?
Pride means being able to celebration, love, and diversity.
And diversity. And what does pride mean to you? Yeah, I thought the exact same. Thank you so much. So I'm here with
Steph.
Steph. I want to ask you 3 words to describe pride.
Okay, incredible, inclusive, and fun.
And who is your celebrity crush?
There are many, but Kate McKinnon.
Kate McKinnon. I don't even know who that is.
She's just recently been with Barbie in the Barbie movie, and she is fit.
She's fit. Okay, I'll have to look out for her. Thank you so much. Hi, so I'm here with the beautiful
Foxy Rain.
Foxy Rain. Foxy Rain, I've got to ask you, how long did it take you to get ready today?
5 minutes. I woke up like this.
You woke up like that, I'm sure.
Face wipe and I was done.
Just threw this on, did you, yeah?
Exactly.
I've got to ask, when did you come out?
I came out when I was 16. That was, God, too many years ago. More
Too
than I
many.
care to admit.
And also, in 3 words, what does pride mean to you?
Inclusion, celebration. Oh, it's a tough one.
We can just stay with 2. It's for everyone.
Yeah.
Right, amazing. Thank you so much.
No worries.
Hi, so I'm here with
Emma.
Emma. Nice to meet you. Can you tell me who your celebrity crush is?
I'd probably say Ruby Rose, but that's quite the obvious choice. Maybe Pink.
Pink, okay. And if you've got any advice for someone who's struggling to come out?
Just be true to yourself. I think people need to know that it's okay to do so. There's a huge community of so many different people that can support and look after you. I think if you are true to yourself, I think no matter what, like, people will accept you over time. It is hard. It gets better as time goes on. You meet some amazing people, and I think that helps.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for your honesty. Lovely to meet you. So we are here with...
Julia and Spike.
this is Spike. Nice to meet you, Spike. And who do we have here?
Ruby and Draco.
So I got to ask you, how do you say pride in dinosaur? So the parade's coming to an end, sadly. But that's not the end of the day. There's so many more amazing acts to see. It's great to see everybody coming out in force to share acceptance and love and care. We've had some amazing answers to our questions today, and I can't wait to meet more of you soon.
Hi, Wes here, and I've got Olwen here from Fast Track North Wales. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Olwen Williams. I've just retired as a consultant in sexual health and HIV medicine after 30 years working
Wow,
in the
that's a long
area.
time.
Yeah, but the nice thing about retirement is that actually you can become an activist.
Oh,
Whereas when you're actually working and seeing clients who are, who are living with HIV, who are from the community, although you're kind of advocate for them, being an activist is a very different thing.
That's it. It's very different, I imagine. Yeah. Okay, I've got a couple of questions for you, just to get a gist of what you do and how people can get involved. So firstly, can I ask, tell us what Fast Track is and what do you do for our LGBT community?
Right, so the interesting thing about Fast Track Cities is that it's a world organisation.
Yes, it is, yes.
A world organisation where the focus is on eradicating new cases of HIV by 2030 across the world and other blood-borne viruses. So We in Wales have actually sort of started off with Fast Track Cardiff. We're now establishing Fast Track North
Developing
Wales.
in North Wales, yeah.
And the idea is to get not just our communities involved, but our politicians, our mayors, our councillors, so they actually can help drive this change.
That's a bit more of an advocacy about it.
Yes. Really, our biggest thing, I mean, I've worked in sexual health HIV medicine now for 35 years, and the one thing that's been ongoing through all that time is actually stigma.
Yeah.
So the stigma around living with HIV, the stigma about testing, the self-stigma that some people have when they're living with HIV. So really, the idea here is if we get that big merge of people together, then maybe through actually, eradicating fear, eradicating ignorance, that actually we can tackle stigma.
No, that's a very good cause. Now, leading on to that, what services and information are available for someone living with HIV that you can offer?
Right, as an organisation, we don't deliver any sort of actual services for people living with HIV. But obviously across, Wales, across the UK, there are dedicated HIV clinics for people who live for their medical care.
Yeah.
But of course, there's a huge amount of organisations in the third sector that looked after, other aspects of their care.
Yeah, so I'd imagine you're quite hands-on with especially a lot of the healthcare workers around this topic. Can you explain a bit more how you are involved with healthcare work?
So one of the things about healthcare workers is really about making sure that everybody is aware of HIV testing. So in Wales, we've got a HIV action plan.
Yeah.
And one of the things there is, myself as an ex-consultant knows everything about, mainly a lot of things about HIV.
You'd hope so after 30 years,
maybe my colleagues don't. And
well, that's
actually,
it.
If I was to say U equals U to you might say, yeah, that's undetectable equals untransmissible. But if I was to say it to one of my medical colleagues, they go, what are you talking about?
That's it.
That's what we want to do, is to make sure that people realise that if someone, pitches up in the emergency departments, they're living with HIV, they've got an undetectable viral load, there's no risk of onwards transmission there.
Yeah.
But there's this still equation of HIV equals AIDS,
That's it. And I think personally, when being on dating apps, I personally feel this stigma's got a lot less because you can have your status online, you can have undetectable, and I think there's a lot more education these days around it than there has been in the past.
And of course, I've got to preempt you, we've got PrEP.
Well, that's it. Exactly.
Wow, I mean, that little blue pill that appears on you can put on your profile. I mean,
well, that's it.
PrEP
Negative on PrEP.
Mega game changer.
Oh, it is. Yeah, big time.
I kind of want to say I've just seen big men cry because all of a sudden they're having fear-free sex in their life.
I mean, obviously there's other precautions needed to be taken, but that one is probably the biggest, isn't it?
Yes.
So having that kind of weight lifted off a bit, it really does help. So how does Fast Track collaborate with other healthcare providers we've mentioned to improve the healthcare support needed for someone on HIV, and what steps are taken to ensure confidentiality, privacy of individuals seeking assistance?
Yeah, I think that's one of the things. I mean, if you seek any care within the NHS, you are bound by the confidentiality. But I think people are a little bit worried about this.
Yeah, I think the stigma's still there, isn't it? So you're a bit more wary about it.
But then we've got technology. We've got amazing things like certainly in Wales, we've got a national online testing programme. So you can actually access Sexual Health Wales website and get your HIV, Hep B, Hep C, syphilis tests sent out to you.
You can get it all sent from by home, can't you?
Yeah, you do it from home. Okay, you have to send your little pinprick word back, which apparently causes a lot of mess.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. But it's a really good thing from that, and that is in effect confidential.
Yeah.
Slightly you could say anonymous, but it means that actually
it takes the fear away of going to the clinic, doesn't it?
Although we're not very scary at all. We're absolutely everyone I've worked with in sexual health for the last 35 years have been an amazing group of people.
Well, I think a sexual health check in general is quite a scary thing to go and do anyway. I mean, we advocate for people to do it all of the time and to remove the stigma even away from that. But waiting for the results, even though you probably know nothing's happened, you're all clear. There's still that in the back of your mind, like there could be something.
Yeah.
So I can understand having that service where you can just send it off. It's brilliant. So just to also ask, how can we all stay up to date with the latest advancements in the prevention of HIV?
Well, I think if you use very reputable websites, things like Fast Track, things like Terence Against Trust, things like Body Positive, and most of the clinics do have actually really good information about HIV. Social media, make sure you follow the right
definitely.
and you don't
I think that's the problem. A lot of people get their information from social media rather than the right places.
And things like Prepster for HIV, I'm on Prep Now, really are excellent websites for people to get that information. And of course, come to Pride, because one of the things here is people are doing testing here.
Well, that's it. And we've got the Wellbeing tent over in the back, and yourself and loads of other organisations. It's just a wealth of information. And it's just, I think with having like-minded people around you as well, it makes it just so much easier.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Well, thank you very much for interviewing with us today. We'll put the information on below of the website. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
So we're here early at the main stage, but there's people already waiting to see some acts, so we'll go and talk to them quickly. Hi guys, you okay? Right, so I've got to know, you're here so early. Who are you looking forward to seeing?
Proud Marys.
Proud Marys. Proud Marys.
Proud Marys.
We got some massive Proud Mary fans here. Thank you all so much. So we're going to sneak into the Glitter Lounge just before everything opens up, try and see if we can speak to one of the acts. I can see someone over here now. Do you want to follow me? Excuse me. Hello, you look gorgeous.
Oh, thank you, I know, but it's always good to be told.
What is
Not so bad yourself, darling.
Stop it, you little flirt. What's your name?
My name is Rip 'em Off, darling.
Rip 'em off?
Yes, it's exactly what I could do with your underwear if you ask me nicely.
That's amazing. Are you performing tonight?
I'm hosting here at the Glitter Lounge at Chester Pride.
You're hosting?
I am, keeping all the lovely burlesque performers in order and the lovely singers and magicians that we have on today.
So is that sort of thing we can expect? Burlesque, magician?
Oh yes, we have some award-winning burlesque performers. We have a local magician who's been doing it since he was, nearly as tall as you. And we have some fabulous musicians as well.
That is absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see it all unfold. I'll catch up with you later. Thank you so much.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And you?
I'm not too bad, thank you.
Great day.
It is. It's brilliant, isn't it? So what's your name and where'd you come from?
Oh, here. Well, that's an open question. Perry Fields. I live in Chester, but I'm from Ireland. You probably hear from the accent. And I'm one of the regional leads here based in Chester for Bank of America.
I can see, yes, you are repping the Bank of America vibes here. Love has no... What's the brand there at the back there? Love has no labels.
Indeed.
Exactly. Now, we've got a couple of interview questions just about your role, Bank of America, and what they do. Because Bank of America is clearly one of Chester Pride's main partners. We couldn't put this event together without them. So this year, Bank of America has sponsored the parade and, of course, Youth Pride, which is just over there behind us.
Yeah.
So what does your organisation adopt as a safe workplace environment for the LGBTQ plus community?
Well, if I'm being really honest, and I've worked in a number of organisations, but when I came across to work for Bank of America, it really is woven into the fabric of everything that we do.
Yeah.
And I've seen organisations that sort of, can talk the talk, but Bank of America really does walk the walk. But there's a number of things that we do to support that as well. We do a lot of benchmarking with Stonewall.
Right.
We've got very inclusive LGBTQ policies. I was really fortunate. I spent 2.5 days 4 weeks ago in New York.
Oh, wow.
At the LGBTQ Executive Summit. And really the purpose of that summit was really to look at policies for our community worldwide. And what does that mean? And what are we going to do as things evolve and change? And did the bank really move in to support our workforce colleagues and teammates?
So how did your organisation engage with the local LGBT plus organisations and initiatives in the community of Chester?
Really interestingly, so I've been here, working here for Bank of America for about 8 years now. We've always been a key member of Chester Pride. We partner with Chester Pride. We sponsor the Youth Parade, as you know, the Youth Pride event here. And we're really keen to ensure that we work with local organisations that support our workforce, and they represent what our workforce is. A few other things that we do is we work with a number of the secondary schools in Chester, and really we do some workshops with them around sort of what the bank's about. And really as part of that, we bring in the different networks and chapters that we've got within the bank. And again, that's creating sort of, I think, you know, it's putting the message out there that we're an inclusive workforce, and we want to ensure that we partner with local communities.
Well, how many employees would you say Bank of America hire? That I know obviously we have a Chester branch here, but how many of the workforce would you say that are involved in Bank of America?
We've got 64 chapters across Bank of America globally, and we've got 11 networks, of which one is LGBTQ. And we have thousands and thousands of members of that.
Wow, that's brilliant. So what message do you hope your partnership with Chester Pride sends to both your employees and the wider public within the LGBTQ plus community in regards to inclusivity and equality?
I mean, listen, I'm sort of going over the same stuff I spoke about earlier, but I think really for us, it's, you know, our workforce needs to really represent the clients and customers that we serve every single day.
Yeah.
And I think partnering up with local sort of organisations such as Chester Pride, the local high schools. So working with local organisations such as Chester Pride, really, and putting our name beside Chester Pride, I hope shows to, you know, kids, I've got a son, you know, that you can be who you want to be and still be successful in work.
Well, that's it. I think, like you mentioned, there's thousands of employees, especially even in Chester here.
Yeah.
So there's going to be some relation to the community.
Sure.
It may be within the bank itself, with a child, a sister, brother, whatever. So I imagine to feel included in work, and allyship is a very big part of that as well. It's very important to us as well to have you here and to have your employees just to have a great time. And all the kind of things that you engage with throughout the year, we wouldn't be able to do this without that.
I mean, listen, you hit something. You had a real point, a really sort of key point there. You know, allyship, and we've got Ally Program, Allyship 101.
Yeah.
We've got By Allyship 101.
Oh, wow.
We have a number of those sort of, you know, different sort of allyships, which are really important because that's, you know, that's your straight colleague standing shoulder to shoulder with you and saying, you know, that's okay.
Yeah.
And I think you said another thing as well, which is important. You know, we've got loads of kids here today, as you can see around this, and you want kids to be able to, you know, it's okay.
It's normalised.
I can be gay, I can be straight, I can be bisexual, I can be fluid, I can be, you know, anything I want, and I can still have a successful career.
That's it. I mean, just Youth Pride alone, we've got a fun fair, we've got activities, art, crafts. So it's not even necessarily related to Pride in general, but just having the vibe and allowing parents to just, you know, be involved with everything. It's really inspiring.
I mean, if you look around you as well, Wes, you've seen this place. I mean, I came here 5-6 years ago. I mean, the family atmosphere now is second to none.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a family event and it's on the calendar for Chester.
Yeah, definitely. Now, finally, I'd just like to ask, what motivates your organisation to become a key sponsor for Chester Pride?
Well, I mean, listen, I think, as I said to you, it's really important that we are a very out there employee in terms that we value not just our employees' families.
Yeah.
And we really want to make a point that, you know, we do all the bench work with Stonewall, all those things to really give us best practice and, you know, what we should and what we shouldn't be doing. But I think, you know, even more sort of grassroots than that, we want to ensure that for this community and for us to be a partner of this community, that we make sure that we put our name forward and that people can see that you've got a global brand that sits behind Chester Pride. And listen, we're proud to be partners of you guys as well.
It's honestly fantastic.
Absolutely, so proud to be partners with you. And I just think it's just amazing that we can be part of that.
Oh, brilliant. Well, thank you very much for coming today.
No worries.
And enjoy the rest of your Pride.
And thank you so much. Have a good day.
And
thank you.
Bye. Hi everyone, we're now here on the site giving a quick tour and Carla's just arrived.
I'm back.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. You were joining us a bit late. What's that about?
It's too hot. I can't be here in the sun too long, can I?
Well, we're going to give a quick tour around the site of what we've got on to offer. and yeah, go from there. So we start our tour here over at this beautiful Stena Line float. We've used it as our studio, should we say. We've renamed it SS Podcasts, haven't we?
SS Pridecast.
SS Pridecast, that's the one. And then of course we've got the drag stage over here. Okay, over here, come with us. We've got the very popular, the glitter lounge, that's the one. So over here we have burlesque, dances, anything like that. And it's always really busy.
What's everyone queuing for?
That's the toilets.
The most popular feature.
Of course.
Yeah.
All that drink's got to go somewhere. So then down at the bottom over here, we'll go over there. So over here we have Youth Pride down at the bottom, where you've got crafts, fun fairs, rides, chill out zone. Best place to be for a family. So we're at the wellbeing zone now, where you get all your information, resources for the LGBT community. It's probably one of the biggest ones in the country that we've had.
Yeah.
Yes, it's really informative. Everyone, Diana's here.
Hey guys, how are we?
Enjoying Pride, of course. Stunning. All right then, bye Diana. So over here we've got our sponsor tents. Without those guys, this event wouldn't be possible. And then over here, obviously, is the main event for everyone. Main stage and bars. Yeah, this is arguably the most important area, I think, and the busiest. So then we've got the main stage and the viewing platform over here. So later on, we've got A1, Gareth Gates, Sammy Brooks. Yeah, it's going to be a good show near the end. Not that it hasn't been already. So now we're at the merchant tents. Hi Sandra, are you okay? Just coming over to see how you are.
How are you?
Right. We're very good.
Amazing day, absolutely amazing.
It has been, hasn't it?
Do you know what? Anyone that's bought from Inside Pride today, the money goes to Pride. And we've had a marvellous day. Everyone's been so supportive. Brilliant.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Otherwise,
big hugs.
See you.
See you later. And over here we've got the steward's quarters. Now this is where everything comes through. So if you've got a question, if you've lost something, if you need anything at all, Amanda and the team will look after you. So we've got the Pride Guide, and of course, Chester Pridecast are in here. Where are they? Here we go. Look guys.
It's a wonderfully designed flyer, that.
I designed that. Yeah. So grab one of these. Loads more information about sponsors and information for Chester Pride. So what did you think of the tour then?
Very good. Now I know where everything is, we can crack on and have a good time.
Yes, let's get to know a couple more people.
Let's do it.
I'm very excited for this next time.
Hello, I'm Carla here at Chester Pride, and I'm here with Rachel for Women's Aid. Welcome to Pride. Have you been here before?
Yeah, I have a few years ago, but it's definitely grown since then. It's
definitely,
amazing.
it's getting bigger and better
every year.
So can you tell me a bit about your organisation and sort of the support you offer in the community?
I'm on the Board of Trustees for Chester Women's Aid, and we support anyone experiencing domestic abuse in the Cheshire area. So we do that in 3 ways. So we fundraise so that we can raise emergency grants, so that we can give support to people. So for example, people who are experiencing domestic abuse and they're having to flee their home, so they might not have anything at all, so it gives them money to buy a microwave, it could be a uniform for their children, absolutely anything. We also raise awareness, so we come to amazing events like this, trying to get ourselves out there so people can see who we are and we can give them some advice on how they can get more information. And then we also monitor and contribute to policies as well about domestic abuse.
Ah, that's brilliant. So can you explain the steps someone should take if they suspect any abuse or any violence in the home?
Yeah, so there's so many amazing sources of support out there, and they're all on our website, chesterwomensaid.org, and there's also the Women's Aid website as well, and that gives you so much information of all the great websites and the hotlines where you can ring, talk about your situation, or if you're worried about someone else, you can talk about that, and they'll give you the advice of what to do next.
So how can the community support your cause throughout throughout the community and in the wider areas?
Yeah. Oh, there's so many ways that you can get involved. We're always looking for new volunteers, whether that's coming to events like this and being on the store with us.
Yeah.
Whether it's if you are arranging like a charity walk with your friends and raising money that way, or if your workplace, if they're doing any charity fundraising. We go to so many events throughout the year. We've got our White Ribbon Day event coming up in November. December, we're always looking for people to come and just volunteer with us, just standing there, just being a presence, so people can see us.
I guess just spreading awareness.
Yeah, spreading the word, just handing out leaflets. That's kind of all you need to do, really. Just be there so people can see that there is help there.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
So the day's in full swing and we're back on the Se2 Pridecast.
Yes, we are. And we've had the opportunity to speak to some amazing people, haven't we?
Yeah, so we've spoken to some of the sponsors and people involved in organising Pride. And I think we should interview some other
I was
people.
going to say, I am desperate to go speak to some of the amazing attendees. You can see them all behind us here. I want to pick their brains and see what they've got to say about Pride.
Let's do it.
Shall we? Right, let's have a look. Right, look. Should we... Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Do you want to come aboard and speak about Pride with us? Yes, yeah. Do you want to come up? Come on. I don't think she needs a hand. She's all right.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, you okay?
What's your name and what's your pronouns?
I'm Alex and I'm she, they.
She, they. Well, we got some questions for you, Alex.
We do. We got some pretty important questions. What does Pride mean to you?
Well, obviously with the history behind it, it's just about being proud about who you are and being able to march alongside each other and be free to be who you want.
No, I couldn't put it
Well,
better
we can
myself.
see you looking very trendy today. So where's your Pride outfit from today?
So this is Givenchy shoes.
Givenchy shoe? How do you say? I can't even say that. Givenchy shoes.
Givenchy, and this is Primark.
Why not?
I absolutely love it. Now, I am going to pick your brain a little bit, though. I want to know who your celebrity crush is.
Florence Pugh.
Who?
Florence Pugh.
Yes.
You need to watch Bestie, Midsummer, watch it.
Yeah. From Black Widow, yes. Yes.
And now, a little bit personal. Are you in a relationship? Are you not?
So, no, not at the moment. I'm just being fun, free and single, to be honest.
not?
You know what I mean?
I don't blame you, but what is one of your biggest icks?
Oh, God.
Yeah, when dating, what's it?
Narcissism. You know, when they know they're good at something, but it's too, they're too,
Bit cocky.
Yeah, a bit cocky. It's all right. It's to the point where it's like, get away from me now. You do not rule the world. Leave me
When
alone.
you're talking more about yourself than anything else.
That's it.
Jog on.
That's it. That's the one.
What advice would you give your younger self?
Don't dye your hair and tell that one boy you know who he is to F off.
Yes.
Thank you so much. It was great to meet you.
So we're down here with the Chester Pride lot. Hello.
Hey, Wes.
What's your name and what's your pronouns?
It's Richard and he's he, they.
Okay. I mean, fabulous look, by the way.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So how long did this take to make?
So I have been working since January. It's taken all year.
January.
I literally started as soon as the year started. So if I see another sewing needle, as long as I live, it'll be too soon again.
See, I've seen your last couple of outfits, and it's almost like a progression of. It's like evolves each year. So what's going to be next year?
So maybe something a little on the Barbie theme, as there's a little pink theme coming along. So yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
Surprise, we've got something in the bag for next year.
So Richard, what does Pride mean to you?
To be honest, it absolutely means everything, especially from my hometown, like Chester, where I've been born and raised. It's one of those things to feel that we are welcome, we're all inclusive, and essentially we've got a home that we feel safe. So to have Pride just develop over the past 10 years has been absolutely amazing to see.
That's it. I feel it feels like it's been getting bigger and better each year.
Every single year. So I absolutely cannot wait to see what you pull out the bag next year, to be honest.
See, I've known you for a while now, and I've always wanted. What would be your snatch game?
Ooh. Question, in all honesty, I can do that many different characters, but...
Because I will be asking you to act out a bit of it as well.
Oh my god, right, okay, then I need to pick this really well. Now, if I was going to do any snatch, I could have done a Joan Rivers, but it has been done before, and I'm kind of like...
So what?
Afraid, but I'll be like, oh my god, darling, if you're going to come with me, we got to go to the Hollywood Star. It's going to be amazing, it'll be great.
I love that. So, a little bit more somber. What advice would you give to your younger self?
Oh,
I know, it's a hard one.
Damn truth, not give a flying fudge what anybody thinks about yourself. Just, if you feel comfortable in your own skin, just go for it. And if you don't get comfortable, look in the mirror and tell yourself that you love yourself every single day because...
All right, Lady Gaga.
Indeed, but it's one of those, it literally does. Confidence is so key, and as soon as you feel it in here, it shows out to everyone else. So.
Well, it certainly shows here. Thank you very much for interviewing with us today.
Pride.
Enjoy Pride. Bye.
So, hi Barbie. I mean, I was going to ask what inspired the look, but I'm pretty sure I can tell. I'm taking this from Barbie.
It is, definitely, yes.
So you watched the latest film?
Yeah, me and my friend went to watch it, absolutely loved it, and we just thought we need to be Barbie and Ken for one day.
I think your Ken's walked away from us today, hasn't he? He's gone away.
Really tired, everyone's been coming over to us wanting our picture. It's thirsty work.
Well, have you enjoyed Pride so far?
Yeah, it's great, yeah. I mean, I'm personally really excited to see Gareth Gates.
Are you a big Gareth Gates fan, are you?
Yeah, I can't wait to see Gareth, yeah.
What's your favourite Gareth Gates song?
I mean, I know he didn't do it originally, but Unchained Melody, when he did that version, and I think any one of us as well.
Any one of us, right. We'll have to make some special requests, see if he'll do it for us. And then just a quick one. It's 3 words. Can you describe Pride for me?
Welcoming, inclusive and fun.
Welcoming, inclusive and fun. Thank you so much, Barbie. It was great to meet you. Cheers.
So we have the Vivian here, aka James. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm good.
How are you enjoying Chester Pride?
I'm loving it. I've not been since I performed here. I don't know when it was.
It was a couple of years.
It's
It
a
was
long-
like 2019.
It's a long
18
time
or
ago,
something.
yeah. I'm blown away how many people are here and just how much it proves that Liverpool Pride need to take note. Such a huge city are being shown up by, such a small, small
exactly.
place. It's just amazing. It just shows you can charge for Pride because this stuff doesn't come free,
Well, that's it.
So I think Liverpool Pride needs to really take note from the smaller towns. Such a huge city who hosted Eurovision, for God's sake. Capital of culture, all of that, and we got nothing for Liverpool Pride. And don't get me wrong, Pride is about the march and about the protest. But you can't deny the fact that Pride has become something bigger and people want to come and celebrate and see acts and stuff. So I think next year they really need to redeem themselves.
What's your big thing about Pride? Like, what really interests you about Pride? Why do you love it so much?
I love Pride because, as I said, the protests, going through the streets and seeing people, because we're living in a time now where we have taken 20 steps back. We're seeing a hate crime every day. 2 guys have just been stabbed in Clapham.
That's it.
The guy in America who's just been murdered in a parking lot before dancing to Beyonce. Myself getting smacked in the face in McDonald's.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Big shout out to Merseyside Police who've been fantastic. So it just goes to show you that Pride is more important
It's
now.
still very important, isn't
ever.
it?
Yeah.
So we do have a couple of questions for you about yourself and the Vivian.
Go for it.
Okay, so number 1, what inspires the Vivian?
Oh God, what inspires the Vivian? Common as muck women, Scouse wives, Vivian Westwood, Cher. It's like a big amalgamation of everything I love. Salt of the earth people. Have come from nothing and made it, and just having fun. My drag is about fun, and I think there is a political statement behind drag, but my idea of drag is have fun, get on stage, have a few bevies, tell a few dirty jokes, and give people a good time.
Well, that's it. I think you could see a lot of that on Drag Race, especially with the arm dripping.
Yeah.
It's just
I am today.
Yes, you're telling me I'm wearing this. I'm roasting.
Get it off, love.
No wonder he's skinny as a twig.
Yeah, I've sweated it all off.
So, can you share with us a couple of favourite moments that you've interacted with your fans on stage and off stage?
Like DragCon's always a good one because I get to meet all the fans, and DragCon's great because you get to meet people, younger fans, families who aren't old enough to come to the nightclubs and festivals and stuff. So I always love meeting the older crowd, especially since Dancing on Ice. My fans have gone from young drag fans to the 90-year-old.
I absolutely loved your Dancing on Ice. I was your biggest fan at home, shouting from the sofa. Honestly, it was amazing.
Walking through town and getting stopped by 90-year-old women going, I know you on Drag Race. It's like, oh my God.
Well, just speaking on that then, obviously you got to the final, and I remember seeing a post that you posted about carrying on your fitness regime. How's that changed since being on Dancing on Ice?
Oh my God, it's night and day. But before Dancing on Ice, my heaviest, I was 17 and a half stone. I'm now 12.5.
Wow.
So that's 5 stone, something like that. So I lost about 3.5 during Dancing on Ice and just felt like, oh my God, I feel amazing.
Yeah.
Best I've ever felt. And since I've hit my 30s, I've just had this.
Well, it slows down, doesn't it?
It does. I just had this bit. I've gone to go in the gym every day. Kept up my ice skating.
Oh, you still do it, do you?
Yeah, definitely. I try because
wouldn't you?
I live
I
in
think
Chester
so.
now, and Widnes is only down the road. So,
Yeah.
and Colin's back in the UK for a year, so we're going to try because we never got to show our dance off.
Yeah.
Oh, skate off. No, it wasn't. What was it?
Strictly's
So
next.
we've still got this amazing Celine Dion.
Inside scoop. Strictly next.
I wanted to ask you as well. How long does it take for you to go from handsome James to gorgeous Vivian? How long does that usually
4
take?
hours.
4 hours.
4 hours.
Oh
That's
my
from shaving to walking out the door ready to go on stage.
That's
it's a long
crazy.
process. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, you arguably have some of the best drag makeup that we've seen on Drag Race. So for an aspiring drag artist, how can you improve your look to look that polished?
The thing is, it's not all about being polished, especially UK drag. We were so, I've been doing drag since before Drag Race, and I was always inspired by the American Queens. Chad Michaels was always my idol.
Yeah.
So, yes, I like to look like a, really well put together RuPaul supermodel kind of thing. But I would rather go and watch Miss Jason in Brighton. I say this all the time, and she loves me for saying it. Miss Jason is like your old nan. She's got blue eyeshadow up to her foot. It takes her 10 minutes to get ready. You'll see her go in the dressing room fully out of drag. She'll be on stage within 10 minutes, but she will give you the best night ever. So yeah, looking like a supermodel is great, but if you're shit on stage,
that's it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Well, we've actually met before, so I seen you back in the Liverpool days when you had the turquoise wig. Love that look, by the way.
I've not done that in ages.
You should bring it back. You should
bring back the turquoise
a one-off
wig,
special. I wanted to know as well, do the worlds of James and the Vivian ever collide? Is there crossover between?
I try and keep them separate. There was a time where I wouldn't go out unless I was in drag, because I think the confidence of Vivian kind of overtook the confidence of James. But now I've really found James again.
Yeah.
And I love going out as me.
Stunning
you
today.
do look gorgeous.
Yeah. Gran Canaria, trying to keep my Gran Canaria tan up. It's fake, I promise. But yeah, it's very easy to keep them intercross them too much.
Yeah.
But Vivian will always be James, and James will always be Vivian.
Yeah.
Especially after doing TV out of drag as well.
Yeah, you've done a bit of everything really with TV, haven't you?
Yeah, so, but it's nice.
Well, that's brilliant. I mean, what are you hoping to achieve in the next phase of your career?
Well, there's some. Is
there any inside scoop? Can you say anything?
There's something huge that's going to be announced in the next few weeks, which is something I've dreamed about since I was a child, and it's.
Can you give us a clue?
It's theatre.
Oh.
And it's a huge production with probably one of the biggest musical theatre producers.
Mrs. Doubtfire. You're going to be Mrs. Doubtfire.
I wish. I've seen that twice, and even though that's a role I'd love to do, he is probably the hardest working man in the West End of the minute. I mean, it's insane to watch. So good. But now I've got my photo shoot for all the stuff on Monday, so hopefully it'll be.
You can tell us off camera. Don't worry, it's fine.
Well, it's been lovely having you, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
And a huge well done to Chester Pride. This is phenomenal.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm so happy to be a resident of Chester now.
Well, this is it. As soon as Pride finishes, we have a week off, and then it's all back again.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All right, have a
And
great
enjoy the rest of your day. We're here with Wanda, the director of Pride, and the main event, of course, looking stunning, of course.
Hey. I'm very well. It's very hot today, though.
It is, isn't it?
Where's that rain? I mean, I'm glad it's not here, but wow, it's hot.
The last couple of years, it's just been sweltering days.
Yeah, not as hot as last year, but hot, so it's manageable this year. I'm not sweating.
So, what can we expect from today then? So we've done a bit of a tour around the site. We've interviewed sponsors, people on site, some of the backstage guests, but what can we expect to hear today?
We're halfway through the day. We've got amazing acts have been on stage. There's more to come. We've got Gareth Gates, we've got A1, we've got Cyndi Lauper tribute, we've got a Madonna tribute. Out doing both, absolutely fantastic. You've got the Hell Zone, you've got the Fun Fair, you've got the Glitter Lounge, you've got the Rubbish. There's so much that you'd need a podcast in its own episode just to list what we've got.
Obviously, with everything that's going on, how much work does it take to put something like this together?
We do it in half an hour. No, it is about 7 or 8 months worth of seriously hard planning, and then a few months of relaxation planning, and then on the day it's hell for leather. The team have done an amazing job. We're at nearly at site capacity this year, which is absolutely fantastic. Everyone's having a great day. So yeah, I'm very, very proud of the team this year, but it takes a lot of effort.
It really does. Now, this is the first year that we've done prepay. How do you think that's been received?
Prepay, I think, has done really well. Looking at the figures, people have done it. We did it for a reason, and the main reason was to help us fund the event in advance. 90% of our outgoings have to be paid before the event. So we offer people prepay with a discounted rate compared to on the day as a thank you for basically putting their cash up front and trusting us to put on an amazing event. So I think it's done really well this year. Looking at the figures before, it's done very, very well. So yeah.
No, that is actually really good. Now, on top of that, this is the first time we've done a ticketed event. Now, just looking at the turnout here, it really has not impacted the outcome, has it really?
Not at all, and it was a decision that I personally never wanted to do, and the committee behind me on this one, we had no choice. We've seen massive Pride events this year not happen. We've seen smaller Pride events not happen, and we sit in between the big ones and the little ones, and every Pride has its place, and every Pride has to do what it does to survive. And there's been so much funding cut since COVID that we had to make that decision to basically say, look, we need your help. We need £5 off you to make this event happen, and people have been very gracious in paying the £5 and even more in some parts. And it's made it, well. The event's happened, and that's because of the tickets. Otherwise, it literally would not have happened.
That's it. I mean, I've had such a ball today, and I think that speaks for everyone here. What can we expect for next year?
Let's get this one out the way. We've got huge plans. Again, we don't get everything right. We know that we're human, and there's a few things we've done today that I've seen and thought, oh, we'll adapt, we'll change that. So what I would say is if we've made a mistake today, we will rectify it. We see the mistakes that you see.
So you say there's been there's issues that arise every year, and that goes for any kind of event, but it's clear to see today. I think everyone's having such a laugh, enjoying it, and obviously the weather's helped massively.
Oh, yeah.
I think this year's been a massive, massive success. Don't you agree?
I would say so, yeah. I mean, people have got to remember that we've had a bad 5 years. We had 2019 with the wind reschedule. Ironically, today we had wind speeds of nearly cancellation mode.
Yeah.
We've seen a few signages fly here, there, and everywhere. Thankfully, the team run it. They've secured the site, so we've had to make a lot of adaptations today. So 2019 was the start of 5 years from hell for us as an organisation. We then had COVID, and we thought, oh, it can't get any worse. COVID aftermath kicked in, and that was even worse than COVID because people were so unsure do I go, do I not? And I will say that this team is resilient. Any other Pride, I think, would have struggled. I really do, and that's no disrespect to any other Pride. I think the team we've got have had everything bad thrown at them that we're now professionals are going, okay, we can deal with this. And we got there in the end, and it's been an amazing day. Like you say, I've not had one complaint yet, and I generally mean that.
That's fantastic.
Other than Shagger not being here, that was the only complaint actually. Where's Shagger? But she's up a hill.
Where's Shagger?
But other than that, it's been a great day.
Hi, so I'm here with
Bethan.
Bethan, lovely to meet you. So, are you enjoying Pride so far?
I am. I love Pride. I try and come every year if I can. I'm from Chester, and I feel like it's got like a really nice atmosphere. It's not too big. It's not too, oh my God, I don't know where I am. Yeah.
It's a nice family feeling around here as well, isn't it? Which is a lot different to other Prides.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And there's loads of like different people here. I feel like it's just like a nice atmosphere, isn't it? Like it's really welcoming, and there's loads of different kind of people.
It is very relaxing. Everyone's so kind. Like you say, what are you drinking, by the way?
I'm drinking Malibu and Coke, so I'm basically like 18 again and not 29.
And how many of them have you had so far?
A few.
You're still standing, so that's good.
I am, yeah. I mean, I've started to wobble a bit. But I don't know if that's just the uneven earth or is that actually me? I'm not sure.
Well, you look absolutely fabulous. Look at these colours.
Thank you.
Amazing. Now, do you have any advice for a younger person who's like struggling to come out?
I just say trust the people that you know, tell everyone that you trust, and then just find those people that can help you with it. I'm a teacher, and I feel like if students want to come to me, then that's fantastic, and I can help you build that confidence. Yeah.
That's absolutely amazing. Well, I'm going to go and get myself whatever you're drinking, and I'll see you soon, hopefully. Thank you so much.
So we just came out of the heat. Now we're in the green room with Sammy Brooks. How are you today?
I'm good, actually. How are you? Absolutely fantastic.
Apart from the heat, we're doing
good. The rain has stayed off, but it is so hot underneath this jacket. I am a sweating cocks.
I bet. Okay, so can you share with us your journey and how you got started in the music industry?
Oh gosh, my journey at the very beginning, I've always been so passionate about music. Started singing about when I was 8 years old, but believe it or not, I was really, really shy.
Yeah.
I started gaining confidence when I was about 18, did some performing arts courses, went to, obviously you go to college, did my college training in music and theatre studies, then went off and I started my younger career as an entertainer, as in a haven, a haven mate, Pontins, Butlins. So, and I think for anyone that wants to get into this sort of work, it's just such a fantastic training ground.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And then from there, I worked singing all over Cyprus. I lived there for 5 years. Then I went to work in America doing big band music in America. I was in America for 2 years, Frank Sinatra, Ella Fitzgerald, all that kind of music. But my love is dance music, really.
Yeah.
I love dance music. I love gospel music. Yeah, so I started really young, but I was very shy. Didn't pursue anything till I was 18. And then just travelled and sang around the world. And
I bet that was really good practice because you get a different group of people every night.
Definitely,
Really
always. And I think it's important as well to maybe try and be as versatile as you can. Learn there's not one particular, although I do prefer dance music, there's not one particular style that I love. I love all music because, it's just... music's just...
And you can cater to everyone there as well. It's so much more enjoyment there as well.
Definitely.
Perfect. So what inspires you the most about creating music and performing?
I get inspired when people are passionate, when you can relate to lyrics. People are, I'll use Adele as example, as an example. So she writes from the heart, everything that's happened to her, she writes about, but then you find something in Adele's lyrics or the lyrics of a song that you can relate to. And I just love that. Passion in music. Someone being passionate is just, to me, is the ultimate.
And you can tell they really want to be there as well.
Gosh,
it makes the whole experience better for everyone.
Definitely.
On that note of expression and showing emotion, can you describe the message or emotion you aim to convey through your music?
Do you know what? Regarding dance music, it's very uplifting. It's very positive. I just want people to let go, have a good time, enjoy the music and feel the music. And through songs, sometimes just the sound of the music, just the beat of the music.
Going.
Definitely. And it's all about the fun. And especially at these events, like a Chester Pride event, it's just about getting the people, getting a positive message out there with music and letting people just enjoy themselves.
Yeah, definitely. So you're a good friend of Chester Pride, and what do you enjoy most about the whole Pride experience?
Oh gosh, well, first of all, I love doing these events because I'm gay myself. I love everything that Chester Pride stands for. But apart from that, it's welcoming everyone.
Yeah.
No one's excluded from Chester Pride, whether you are fat, thin, black, white, gay, straight. Everybody is welcome at Chester Pride, and that's what I love about it. And also the fact some prides that I've been to are more oriented towards the adults.
Yeah.
Whereas Chester Pride is a family community, and I love the family community, the sense of family, and having a sense. I feel here that you belong.
Yeah.
You belong to a community, and I actually used to live in Chester, so I'm a big fan of Chester Pride.
Still
so
holds a place in your heart.
It will always hold a very special place in my heart, definitely.
Brilliant. Okay, so I'll ask you one more question before you hit the stage. So do you have any upcoming projects or anything you're working on at the moment?
Yes, I am going to be auditioning for a few musicals.
Wow.
So that is in the pipeline. I did get offered a musical, but I had to turn it down because of contracts of work that I was under already and family commitments and stuff like that, because family just is really important to me, and that comes first.
Exactly.
But I am going to be auditioning for some projects. I'm doing a lot of prides all over the UK. I'm everywhere. I'm so lucky. I love my job, and I feel so blessed to be asked to be able to be performing again once again for Chester Pride. It is an absolute honour. So keep your eyes peeled, and and thank you so much as well. You have a good day. All right, bye, darling.
On stage.
Thank you.
We're here at the Runway tent with Annabelle Lecter, the host. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Having a good Pride.
We're loving it here. How are you? Have you enjoyed Pride so far?
I have enjoyed Pride. I'm glad that the weather has stayed nice.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Lovely. Yeah, so we've had a great day. We've had a whole host of acts going on the stage.
a stage that's all about celebrating drag in all of its forms. We've had drag queens, drag kings, we've had lip syncers, live singers. We've got some queens on stage that are doing choreography, which I could never keep up with. So yeah, we've had a great day so far.
So we'll be expecting you on stage at some point?
I will be on stage very, very shortly.
Oh.
Well, I'll be on stage just after the act that's on now. And then we've got, all the way from Queen of the Universe, we've got Viola.
No way.
Who was our entry for Queen of the Universe, representing the whole of the UK.
Cannot wait for that. Well, thank you very much, and we hope you have an amazing Pride and enjoy the runway.
Enjoy the day. I'll see you later.
Love you. Bye.
So I am here with
Stephen.
Stephen, lovely to meet you. And what are your pronouns?
He, him.
He, him. Right, I love this t-shirt. Where is it from?
I actually got this from America 7 years ago for my Birmingham Pride outfit. Luckily, I fit back into it, so thought I'd wear it for Chester Pride.
It looks amazing. I might have to get one myself, to be honest. What is it you're drinking there? Strongbow.
Red Dark Fruits.
And how many of them have you had?
3.
That's a lie.
4.
4
and 2 glasses of Prosecco.
And 2 Prosecco's. How many shots?
None yet.
We'll have a shot after this interview, I think. I think it's needed. So I was going to ask, what does Pride mean to you?
It means unapologetically being yourself, being able to walk down the street in this t-shirt without someone saying anything.
Yeah, exactly. I get that.
About any specific type of people, it means just being yourself.
Because the amount of diversity we can see around here is just great to see in Chester, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah?
100%.
And are you a fan of Drag Race by any chance?
I am. I haven't watched the new season though yet, so...
Okay, so no spoilers, no spoilers. So what would your drag name be?
Emma Royd.
Emma Royd, I love it. So is it a bit of a comedy queen type thing?
I mean, let's be honest. I'll be a comedy queen than a look queen.
I think you could go for the look queen, you know. Would you shave the beard?
No.
No, the beard's not going.
Beard.
You'd have a glitter beard. The beard's staying, not going, okay?
100%.
And final question. Would you have any advice for your younger self?
See, it came out at 14, and in secondary school, it was always the older kids that would be like, you know what, hot gay, and I'm like, yeah, and what?
Yeah.
I would say come out a bit earlier.
Okay.
And you're gonna go through a lot of hardships,
but it's worth it.
It is. Being yourself is the best thing that you could do. Like, you are not going to please. There are 8 million people in the world. You're not going to please everyone. You don't even have to please one person. You have to please yourself.
That is great advice. Right, let's go and get that shot then. Thank you so much. Let's go.
Hi, how are you? How are you enjoying Pride today?
We're absolutely loving it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And what's your names and what's your pronouns?
John, he, him.
And Rachel, she, they.
She, they. Just going to ask you a couple of questions. How are you feeling at Pride? So, first of all, what does Pride mean to you?
It means being me.
Me being you?
Yeah, having the freedom to express yourself and be who you want to be.
Oh, that's brilliant. I think that's been echoed across the whole of the day, and yeah, perfect. Now, are you a couple or? Yeah. Oh, you're a couple. Oh, brilliant. Okay, so what would be your perfect date? And I expect different answers.
Perfect day.
Perfect date.
Meal and a movie, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meal and a movie.
Yeah, food.
Always.
And, oh God, what do I enjoy? Food and beer. Food and beer.
Food and beer. Yeah. Nice. Love that. What would you say is your gay anthem? Like your go-to song?
Maybe I'm Coming Out, or This Is the Beginning by RuPaul.
Nice.
Delight grooves in the heart.
Nice. Okay, what would you say would be your Snatch Game entry? Now, I've seen you both at the RuPaul quiz that we did a couple of months ago, so I expect you should know some, but what would yours be?
David Bowie.
Okay, and can you act some out for us?
No, not at all.
And what would yours be?
I'd be Jack Black. I'd just be myself, basically.
I mean, yeah, of course. And also, what is your gay agenda? What is the gay agenda?
Just spread the love. Make people aware that it's not like an angry, crazy thing. That we just want to be accepted.
Yeah. Just people being normal, being themselves, and Just loving everybody.
Now, just going back to dating, obviously you're a couple now. What would be your red flags, like your ex?
Oh, not wearing socks.
Not wearing socks? Yeah. Is that because of the whole smelly feet thing?
It's that, and it's, you know, when like the guys that go to Chester races and they have the suit on and the bro. Horrible.
Yeah, that's an ex.
Fake tan.
Fake tan, yeah. So don't go down Essex then.
No, don't like fake tan.
Oh, it's been lovely talking to you, and enjoy the rest of Pride.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hi, welcome to Chester Pride. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
And what's your name and where'd you come from?
Okay, so my name is Ben Severin Dallas. I am French, and I'm working out of Chester and for Bristol Myers Squibb.
Oh, brilliant. Well, obviously Bristol Myers Squibb is one of the main partners of Chester Pride, an event we couldn't put on without you guys. So I'd just like to ask you a couple of questions about your organisation and how you get involved with the LGBTQ plus community.
Sure.
So how does your organisation engage with local LGBT plus organisations, initiatives within the Chester community?
Well, I think mainly that's supporting Chester Pride, and not only on the Chester Pride event, but all year long as well.
Yeah.
So actually we've been a sponsor for quite a few years now, and we've actually moved to a partner this year because we decided to do more for the community.
A very noble act, thank you very much.
Of course.
Okay, and what message do you hope that your partnership with Chester Pride sends to both your employees and the wider community within Chester?
We really hope that, by sponsoring Chester Pride, we are making our employees understand, and actually other communities other people who want to join the company, that it's a safe place to work for, and you can be who you are
yourself
in the company.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Love that. Now, how do you plan to educate and involve your employees in Pride-related initiatives?
So we have different initiatives. So first thing, we have this employee resource group across the world, because we do have Bristol Myers Squibb in a lot of countries. And we have this international group where we have activities together. There's a lot of initiatives we have. One of them mainly is organizing safe workplace training.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So actually training people on how to behave towards, anybody in the company and be inclusive, essentially.
Oh, no, that's right. I mean, it seems common sense, but it's those kind of initiatives that make you really think, like, what other people go through, especially within the workplace.
Yes.
To be more involved in the company and be more themselves at work.
Exactly.
So are there any LGBTQ plus employee resource groups and affirmed networks within the organisation?
Yes, so we do have that. It's called Pride Alliance in our company. I'm the lead for Pride Alliance in Chester, but as I mentioned, we have those groups in lots of different countries. It's actually started by employees, so if there is a location in Bristol Myers Squibb where we don't have it, any employee can decide to start the group.
I suppose that makes it a little more of a community, because it's not just corporate led, it's very community led, and if there's no appetite for it, then there's obviously no community there for it. So you don't want to force something like that, and that's brilliant that it's here in Chester and it can be so supportive within our community.
Yeah, absolutely.
And finally, what motivates your organisation to become a key sponsor and partner of Chester Pride?
Well, inclusion and diversity is really the foundation of our culture. And we really want our employees to understand that we don't only act for, our employees, but also for the communities in which they live. So that's really, I think, the main reasons why we are sponsoring Chester Pride, because it impacts the community locally.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well, thank you very much for coming and interviewing with us today, and enjoy the rest of your day here at Pride.
Thank you.
Thank
Have
you
a
very
good
much.
day.
Right, okay, as you can see, someone's really enjoyed Chester Pride, so I think we need to go and speak to them, really. Excuse me, do you want to have a little chat about Chester Pride? What's your name?
Kieran Hughes.
Kieran Hughes, lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
I love your dancing. How long have you been stood there dancing for?
I've been here for about 3 hours, I reckon, about 3 hours. But it's amazing, it's a gorgeous day, and I'm having a lovely time.
Okay, what sort of music do you like to dance to then? This sort of thing?
I love Ariana Grande, she's Queen. Lady Gaga, Queen. Nicki Minaj, Queen. They're all queens. and they boss it. They
So,
really do.
out of all of them, who's your gay icon?
Ariana Grande is my gay icon. She is a queen. She is a queen. She's a vocalist of our generation, and I love her. I love her. She brings the best out in me. Really does.
And what about your celebrity crush?
Celebrity crush. Oh, there's a few. No. Oh, it's a hard one. It is a really hard one. Ian Somolder from Vampire Diaries. Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
I have no idea who that is, but I'm sure they're gorgeous. And then quickly, do you watch Drag Race?
Oh, of course I do, yes.
Who would you do in Snatch Game?
Who would I do in the Snatch Game? Oh, that's a really good question. Charity shop soon.
Can we have a little bit of that now?
Excuse me, lady. You're meant to be on the bloody tail.
I love it. Thank you so much. Lovely to meet you.
Have a lovely day and have a lovely day.
Cheers.
Hi, how are you?
I'm alright, thank you, my darling. Oh yeah, I might need that microphone, won't I?
What's your name and where'd you come from?
Stella Black. I am 12 years old. I'm the Royal Serenity from North Wales.
Now, I'm looking at the look here today, and I think everyone can agree you look fabulous. Now, I've got some questions for you. What was your very first drag outfit?
Oh, good lord. I think it's my mum's boots and a scarf that I just wrapped around myself. I think that's everyone's though, isn't it?
Well, that's it. You got to start somewhere, don't you?
Exactly.
Now, in 3 words, how would you describe your drag?
Oh. Does that count as a word? I want to think elegant. I'd love to say elegant. Thank you.
You can have that one on me.
Oh, elegant and glamorous. I've got a freebie here. Regal.
Regal, ooh. I mean, you have got like a hair crown going on today. A
crown.
A crown, if you will. Now, if your drag persona had a signature cocktail, what would it be called?
Wet.
Wet. What would be in wet?
Prosecco. Gin. Of course, gotta be gin, innit?
Just everything on the counter.
Apples. Probably apples somewhere. I like apples.
I love that, I love that. Now, what piece of advice have you been given about your drag that's changed your drag?
Don't.
Don't do it.
No, I think it was from Shagger, my drag mother. The piece of advice was just go for it. Just look at where you want to be and head towards it.
I think that's the general theme of today is, and looking around the crowd, everyone looks so good. It's just go for it, isn't it? Now, if you could change your drag name, what would it be?
Oh, if I could change it.
Like some drag names you've heard before, that you thought, oh, I like that.
I like that. I'd probably Stacey from the bins round back.
Love that.
I like that.
Okay, and also, how do you think British drag compares to the rest of the world, especially the US?
It's very different, isn't it? I mean, US drag now, from what we see on the telly, is more model-like, like hyper glamorized,
very polished.
Yeah, very polished, which is stunning.
Yeah.
But like British drag is more. It's camp. It's fun. It's bright. It's colourful. It's funny. It's amazing. It's like everything all balled into one. Like you don't get any 2 drag queens in the UK who are the same. Like it's so unique. I love it.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well, I've seen you've been walking around today. Will you be performing today at all?
I have. I've just performed in the tent over there in the stairs runway stage.
In the runway stage, yes.
You missed me. Very rude.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, my darling. Yeah.
Well, no, thank you very much for joining us and enjoy the rest of your day.
And you.
Thank you very much.
So I'm outside the green room now with one of my good friends and also a sponsor of Chester Pride, Andy. Hi Andy, how are you?
I'm alright, TJ, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. So you're a sponsor of Chester Pride and you are one of the co-owners of the Spittle Vaults in Chester. I want to hear more about the pub because you've got some changes going on with the pub, haven't you?
Yes, we've gone more towards a gay bar, so gay-focused events and being a safe space for the LGBTQ plus community.
You always forgot a few letters then.
Get my alphabet out.
And you also do cocktails now, don't you? What are the offers on them?
2 for £9.75, I think.
Well, that's really cheap in Chester. It's usually like £15 for 2 or something. It's ridiculous. So 2 for less than a tenner?
Yep, that's what my husband tells me.
And you've got some exciting new events coming up as well, haven't you? Can you tell us a bit about that?
We've got a net curtain in September.
That's a drag queen, I'm assuming, not just a net curtain.
I'm just going to stick a net curtain up in the corner and everyone can look at it. Tina Sparkle's back for Christmas.
Amazing.
And other drag queens that have been booked by my husband. And
and where can people find all the information for all this?
On our Facebook page, Spittle Vaults.
Spittle Bolts on Facebook, yeah? And all the information's on there. And I've heard you got some very handsome staff that occasionally work there on these events, is that right?
No, TJ, you won't answer.
Get to see me in a jockstrap serving drinks, isn't that right?
We use the word serving very loosely.
Yeah, well, I hope you enjoy the rest of Pride. Thank you so much for talking with us. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Hi guys, and welcome to Chester Pride and Chester Pridecast. How are you?
Thank you very much. We're very good. Yeah.
We've just got a couple of questions for you about your time as a band and the origins and stuff like that. Cool. So can you tell us about the origins of your band A1? Well, the name A1.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
we were all in different. Came from different places. Myself and Ben were in a band together.
Okay.
Paul was actually the first member of the band. He was discovered by our
you're the
manager.
origin, really.
He's the origin.
The origin story.
And the band was put together by a gentleman by the name of Tim Byrne, who also managed Steps.
Oh.
So him, along with his partner Vicky Blood, were working together. So they created A1. They found Christian at the Paul McCartney Fame School in Lipa in Liverpool.
Oh, nice.
And I met Tim Byrne in a bar in London. We got talking.
Very
and,
random.
Yeah, one of those random serendipitous moments brought the band together, and we just hit it off right away.
I don't think we've done this story for.
We haven't done this story for a long
An
time.
exclusive right now.
25 years in, and like you can remember the origins. This is very
I
impressive.
think 70% of it's definitely true.
Definitely. Some of it is true. There we go. But that's pretty much the gist of it. And the story behind the name was our manager wanted A1 to represent, the best.
The very top of
the top of the top.
What inspired the music genre? I mean, obviously the 90s.
I think what was popular at the time, I think when we started, we didn't really. Well, a couple of us didn't even know what a boy band was.
Yeah,
I certainly didn't.
So our manager was like, "Well, listen, this is the stuff that's popular now. These are the kind of songs we want you to write, etc., etc." So then we wrote very, very pop songs, which we love, obviously. And then throughout our career, we sort of just deviated and did a lot of different things. We had Caught in the Middle, which was a bit more kind of rock kind of vibe, well, not rock, but like guitar bass kind of stuff. And then very, very sort of NSYNC, Backstreet Boys-esque songs like Same Old Brand New You, and we just sort of went through all the things that were popular.
But our flagship songs were written or co-written with a gentleman called Peter Cunner from B-Ream. So he brought that kind of really exciting pop.
Yeah, I mean that definitely shows.
Yeah.
Well, that leads kind of into the musical side. Now, when you've been on tour and experiences with fans, is there any memorable moments that you've had with fans backstage or just in general that has really stood out?
Nothing memorable.
None that we could say here.
Nothing memorable.
No. Christian?
There's not one that comes to mind right now, but in general, I think
This one, when we met Wes.
Wes.
Wes, whatever.
Wes
you know,
was,
it's
yeah.
great to meet you. This is our favourite moment of ever meeting someone backstage.
Exclusive.
There you go.
Love that. Love that.
We have amazing fans. We really do. It's incredible that we've been going together for more than 2 decades now, and they've really stuck with us. There's a lot of people out there today that have travelled from all over the UK to see us, and they have been doing that for the past, as I say, 2 decades, and that's the greatest honour for a band.
Well, just seeing you outside signing the vinyl, it's just like, it's so good to see.
Signing the vinyl, Jesus.
I've got a vinyl still.
We have
outside signing the vinyl. I never want to hear that again.
Worse if it had been signing the cassette.
Our 2 first albums
sign
were released
Spotify,
on
can you?
cassette. Yeah, we had 2 cassettes.
Outside signing the mini disc.
the tape.
Yeah, we released albums on that too. Yeah. The 2 first albums were both cassettes and mini discs.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, that kind of leads into my next question. So obviously you've been going for a long time. How has the music industry changed since when you first started to now?
The short answer is, obviously, it's changed from physical CDs to streaming. And with that comes one of the biggest changes is that before, if you were a songwriter and you wrote the 11th track on the album, you would sell as many copies as the single.
Right.
But now you have to sort of be on so that you only the single gets played, really.
Yeah.
And so you have to sort of find that song
That
is
gem,
the only. So I think Well, for us anyway, our fans want to hear the old hits.
Of course.
We do release new music every now and then. In fact, we're actually releasing a new single on the 6th of October.
Oh, we'll have to look out for that.
Yes,
then.
so that's coming out. But we do it for ourselves, really. Because we know when we come to do shows, our fans want the old songs.
Well, surely as well. I mean, the whole reason you started was because the love of music. So the fact that you're carrying it on now, that's just a testament to the fact
It's
of that.
pretty amazing. I mean, this is our 25th year.
25
and we're
years,
still,
wow.
like, I mean, most of our year, we do a lot of stuff, like, individually as well.
Yeah.
But, like, most of our year is taken up by doing A1 concerts all over the world, which is pretty amazing if you think 25. I never thought, did you think 25 years ago, you know, if you thought in 25 years, I'm going to still be doing dance routines with the rest of these dudes.
I don't think like saying 25 years. I mean, like, say a couple of decades, because it sounds less, right?
No, I think that sounds more. Come on, it's a couple of decades. We'll just sign some more vinyls.
A quarter of a century.
Now, obviously, you're saying you're writing new music. You've got a new single coming out. Is there any dream collaborations that you would really push for?
Actually, when I got the email from my songwriting teacher, management in London contacted us. If you want to be in a boy band, this could be your big break.
Yeah.
I turned to my friend in the computer lab back then. Said, what's a boy band? I had no idea. It's like the Backstreet Boys. Oh, I'd heard of the Backstreet Boys. I'd heard of Quit Playing Games with My Heart. I said, I can do that. So for me, I think the Backstreet Boys would be the ultimate sort of collaboration.
Well, it's kind of like when Busted and McFly did it. It's kind of like that genre mixed out. It's amazing.
Yeah. And fun fact, I went to the same high school as Brian Littrell in Kentucky. So it tastes Brian Littrell, yeah. So Pace Creek High School, sang in the same choir and stuff. So yeah,
We're pushing for the Backstreet A1 boys.
Love that.
Yeah.
We can do some name.
The A Street Boys.
Yeah. The workshopping, that's the one. Yeah.
Didn't like the name. No, you thought it needed some work.
Backstreet A1.
Roll off the top.
A Backstreet Boy. There you go.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
There you go. Nah, let's workshop it.
So obviously here today you're performing at Chester Pride. What would you say is the best element or the best thing you could think of about Pride?
Oh, it's just about embracing everybody's uniqueness, individuality, and just loving everybody and appreciating everybody.
Yeah.
And that's what it is for us. We love coming here and performing at Prides around the country, and it's just having a fantastic time.
It's so nice to see everyone just have an amazing time.
Yeah.
And that's what Pride is all about. And we've headlined many Prides, as you said, around the country.
Yeah.
And we just have the best time every time we do it. So every time we get the opportunity, or the people say, "Would you like to come and perform?" We're like, "Yes."
You just know it's going to be a good vibe.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be a party. It's going to be fun.
Exactly.
Yeah. Writing it on my T-shirt. I did this morning. Be yourself. Be free.
Love that.
Okay.
Yes.
He's a bit of an alcoholic, our Mark. But
Yeah. I founded this company called Valentino a few years back just for this. Yeah.
And just finally, how do you stay connected with your fans and where can we find you online?
Good question.
Well, it's A1 official.
Yeah.
We're actually quite bad because we're ancient dinosaurs. We're quite bad at our social media game, but it is out there. A1 official. Spotify's on there. TikTok. Are we on TikTok?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes, you are actually. Yes.
Dabble with some TikTok stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, and we all have our own, handles. So just find us.
And
just
actually,
search.
Facebook. We have. I don't know. We have over
MySpace. We're really big on MySpace.
Ebo.
We love that.
We have millions of people.
Messenger, MSN Messenger. Come
BBM,
chat
there you
to
go.
us. Text on our pages. Fucking brilliant.
Oh, no, brilliant. It's been lovely speaking to you guys today. And good luck with the performance. I will be out there watching it, so thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Brilliant. Thank you.
So I'm here with two paramedics, first responders. What are your names?
Caleb.
Caleb and
Jules.
Jules, lovely to meet you both. So I wanted to know, what is it like working on an event like this, doing what you do?
I personally think it's fabulous, especially this event, considering my pronouns and how open and diverse everywhere is and more understanding and accepting. I think we've come so far that honestly I love working these events.
You enjoy it? Do you enjoy it as well?
Yeah, I love it. I do quite a few gay pride events across the country. Everybody is so accepting and it's just great to see everybody just getting on and enjoying life and being who they are.
Yeah, I understand that. And obviously Chester is the best one, is it not?
Yeah.
The answer is yes. Okay.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is one of the best. It does.
I'm from Blackpool. I feel like I should be like bigging up my own team, but no, Chester is actually such a nicer event than Blackpool.
And have we had any sort of accidents today, or has everything been pretty chill for you guys?
Pretty chilled. A few minor injuries, a few wasp things, stuff like that.
Okay.
A little bit of dehydration, but nothing.
And will you both get a chance to go out and enjoy the evening, or are you working completely now?
We've been enjoying it while we're here, to be honest, just doing the walk around and just watching the entertainment and speaking to all the people here. We've actually enjoyed working, but we're from Blackpool, so we won't be staying afterwards. We will be heading home.
And do either of you two watch Drag Race at all?
Yes, RuPaul's Drag Race.
You both do? Right, I've got to ask you both, who would you be on Snatch Game?
Bianca Del Rio.
On Snatch Game? You're going to be Bianca Del Rio?
I have no idea. I only watch it.
Can you give us a little bit of Bianca right now? Yeah, go on.
Let me pack your bags and stuff. I can't do it.
I like the attempt. Thank you both so much for chatting with us today. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
What's your name and what's your pronouns?
I am Becky Jones and I am straight, I think. For now.
Okay. And first question, what's your ex?
Well, my ex are a mummy's boy, a boy that can look after themselves, and a boy that's a boy. So maybe I'm not straight after all.
Maybe not.
Maybe.
Okay, and describe your perfect date then, something that you do like.
Me at home on my own with a vibrator that I've won today.
Fair enough. Thank you very much. Thank you.
How are you enjoying Pride today?
Fab.
What's your names and what's your pronouns?
So I'm Kieran and I'm a him.
Paul and I'm a him.
And you're a him as well. So I've got some interview questions for you, if you don't mind. So describe your perfect date.
Probably Netflix and chill.
Netflix
Takeaway, yeah.
Nice chill vibe, I like that.
Well, I really enjoy eating out, you know, so probably a meal, a few drinks, a nice walk along the beach.
Oh, very romantic.
Set, you know, very soppy.
Now, just on that, what's your icks for dating? Like, what do you avoid?
I don't know, really.
Bad tea.
Bad tea. I mean, a lot of British. I mean, if you can't keep up with the hygiene.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Now, who would you say is your gay icon?
Adam Lambert, maybe.
Adam, and why?
I just think he's fabulous.
I can say that.
Tom Daly.
Now, I can see why, but what's your reason?
I just think he just looks, well, he's a good looking lad. And also he's had some good achievements, hasn't he, in his life?
Well, that's it.
So, admire him for that, yeah.
Oh, no, that's brilliant. Now, I can see you looking very glamorous today, and that you've certainly caught the sun. Now, where is your Pride outfit come from today?
Top man, mainly, yeah. ASOS.
I just wear black because it's more slimming, you know.
I mean, I'm the exact same. Now, so we've already discussed your celebrity kind of icon. Who would your crush be?
Hey,
I bet yours is Tom Daly.
Yeah. Zac Efron, maybe.
Zac Efron, ooh. Any
bit of me.
Bit of you.
Yeah.
And just on a more innocent, what advice would you give your younger self?
So just be myself, not worry too much about what others think of me.
Yeah.
Don't waste time on people who aren't worth it.
That's it.
I wish I could turn back the clock because there's some people I would just have nothing to do with. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Toxic people.
No, I completely agree. And final question, what does pride mean to you?
Pride just means, you know, you're included, we're all part of the same thing.
Inclusivity.
Oh no, that's brilliant. Thank you very much for today and enjoy Pride.
Thank you very much.
My music style, it's evolved over the years, I guess. Obviously, I was very, very, very pop in the early days. I've actually moved on to things like kind of musical theatre. I've done a lot of big shows in the West End. I just like kind of all music. Actually, Unchained Melody was actually one of my mum's all-time favourite songs, and so to have a big number one with that, and for it to be my debut single into the charts and into the industry was really, really, really quite special for her and me, I guess. But the first thing I ever did was Joseph at the age of 8 in my first school, and then to be asked to be Joseph on the West End by Angelo Weber himself was a real honour and a dream. And I obviously jumped at the chance, and then that led into shows like Les Miserables, Footloose, Legally Blonde, and at the minute, SpongeBob the Musical. All the hits. Well, actually, I'm in SpongeBob the Musical at the minute. I play Squidward. And preparing for a role, you just have to really do your research. I watched countless episodes. Also, Squidward is a very good tap dancer, so I had to learn how to tap from scratch. I was a terrible dancer, but now you can't stop me. Artists like George Michael massively influenced me. He had an incredible voice. He was beautiful as well. I actually met George a few times. I sat down and had some lunch with him once as we were working in the same studio. He was the most beautiful man and had beautiful eyes. Actually, for the future, I've actually written a musical and it will hopefully be on the West End very, very soon, so watch this space. It's actually about a guy that can't speak. Very apt.
So we're rounding off the day at Chester Pride here. It's been an epic day.
It's been epic, but it's been a very long day. I'm exhausted.
The heat alone, come on.
Yeah, and I've been wearing this all day. I'm not.
Why?
No, you've done really well.
Idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. I'm so sweaty, but no, it's definitely worth it. Well, great.
Well, what's been your highlight then?
Spending time with you two, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, I can't.
And Dan.
And Dan, the producer.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Yeah, we would like to thank Dan as well. He's been brilliant through all this.
You've been following us all around the place today.
So yeah, what's been your highlight?
Seeing all of the acts on the drag runway stage.
That was
I
pretty
love
good.
that. That's so good. They put so much effort into their performances, and it was just so good to see.
There's so many different talents as well. Like you got
Yeah.
the live singers, and then you got the dancers,
Drag
and
queens,
lip syncs,
kings.
everything.
Yeah.
Was amazing. Yeah.
I think my highlight's been interviewing James, aka the Vivian. That was pretty good early on in the day.
Pretty good. And then we got to get ready and do it all again next year.
Yeah.
I mean, we love it.
I'm tired thinking of it, but yeah, no, it's worth it.
I know, but it's been a brilliant day, and I hope everyone who attended enjoyed it. So thank you all for coming.
Thank you all.
Bye.
We'll see you next year.
Don't forget, you can reach out to us or email in your dilemmas via email, pridecast@chesterpride.co.uk, drop us a DM on Twitter @CH1Pride, or send in your message anonymously via our Curious Cat found on our Twitter. Chester Pride is produced by Studio 30,000.